Hello. I wanted to start by telling you a story. It's a story about an old man who owned a small piece of land. The old man got tired of the long working hours and the routines, so he decided to sell the land. Since he knew his neighbor was a poet, he asked him if he could write a selling ad for the land. So the neighbor wrote the ad and said something like this: small piece of heaven with beautiful flowers, big, big tall trees, and vast meadows, and with a crystalline water river passing through it, is for sale. The poet had to leave town, and he came back 2 months later to see that his neighbor hadn't sold his land and was living there. So he asked him why. And he said, well, after I read your ad, I realized that I had a treasure in my hands. So I decided to stay, and I'm happy. So what's the moral of the story? I think the moral of the story is that sometimes we need another one or ourselves to change our narratives, to see what we have in our hands, what we have in our minds, is not as ugly or as difficult as we thought. That is beautiful. I want our company to become market leader in 5 years. I know this may sound a little bit audacious and ambitious. I know we've come through difficult times, and we have faced really hard problems. We've faced bankruptcy, and I think those problems have made us change our narrative. We've started to see things in a gray matter, and our self-esteem has suffered. But when you really try to change your narrative, you start to see that we have beautiful products, that we have very superior products, that we have great people, that we know how to build our products, that we know how to sell them, that we know how to design them. So what's taking us, what's not enabling us to get where we want to go? I think it's us. So how do we change our narrative? How do we change our worldview? I think we can do that by looking at our inner beauty first. So what's the beauty inside us? What makes us humans? I think when we start digging in, and when we start taking our values, our desirable behaviors out, write them down, and commit ourselves to live by them, we start to change our worldview, to change our narrative. So what I want our team to do is to start right now to see what those values are and write them down. After we write our values down, we have to build a shared vision. A vision we're willing to commit ourselves to achieve. And by doing those, we will be able to construct a team that is able to lead this company to where we want to go, to market leadership. Thank you.